from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room, it's Young. Shows him the stiff arm. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Carr throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Break. Here we go. 28-29 goes. 28-29. Here we go. Hey, move.
The offense changing the play.
Sweet, sweet. Go, go.
Throwing Manning. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Manning from the gun on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to the running game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just feeds the running back. Maybe some room here. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, look look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's going to take off with the catch. It's Townsend. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already with 2 touchdowns on the board, now they're back at it up 14-6. On the ground, it's Mobley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about having that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Arch to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Winston. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, and you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
14.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Here's the pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Notre Dame 14, Texas 6.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts.
Timeout, Texas.
And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Making side adjustments here. On third down, here's Brown. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. On the run, it's Smothers. Here's a little room there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Throwing. Carr. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Smashes through the tackle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They'll go back to work on offense. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. He might want another play. Hand off for Brown. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy.
Finding some room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working.
Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Booster, booster! Hydro!
Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the grab for the 2.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the... team. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Manning with a play fake. Scrambling away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The run inside. It's Brown. Maybe in Grease. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Manning. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
4th down, Manning. Right down the middle. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. On the ground, it's Smothers. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quick completion on the out. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. The give to Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Sweep, sweep. Where did he go?
To throw, Manning. Lets it fly deep downfield. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you can have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. He takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Carr. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Throwing, Carr. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're just about ready to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They go play action with Manning, looking for an open area to his left. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. He smashes his way through again. Finds a seam. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. They'll line up for a second down play. Takes a handoff. It Smothers. Could be an alley. powers through. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go back to the ground. Turning it on. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Run in the red zone. It's Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Running inside, it's Smothers. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Trying to find the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Defense playing a bail technique. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
He wants to change this route. Arch Madness. Oh, he wants it all. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning on play action. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
Motion from the wide receiver. A give to Brown. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Here's Manning to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Longhorn. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This dude is lighting it up for the whole. Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. A top 10 showdown takes center stage here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
As I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game, anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. Here's the return from inside his 10. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Throwing Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Townsend. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hand off for Brown. Might have a chance. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Arch to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Again, it's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Play action. Here's Manning. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Arch is going to throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have the answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Dante Moore throws for the tight end. Got a man. It's Johnson. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Moore to the air. Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! Gets it into the end zone.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Manning. Grabbed behind the line. It smothers. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
With the draw, it's Brown. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Slide. Cue. Go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback making checks. Fourth down, Manning. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Here's Moore to throw. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
A give to Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Manning with a play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, here's Brown. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Moore pulls it in. It's Hooks. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese.
Turning on the Jets. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Moore to the air. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
From the red zone, it's Davison. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They go play action with Manning. Firing deep. He's got it right down the field. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed.
The ball squirts free.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Here comes the Texas offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're going to run it to the right. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Might be changing the route. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Looking left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed.
Got a little grass, headed to the end zone, runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing more. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Fires it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. More to the air again. Unloads to the right. All by himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown, Oregon. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Dante Moore. And wings it incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Manning on play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, Manning. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Tight end now in motion.
Sweep.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's Moore to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Longhorn. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a second and long. Dante Moore wants to throw again. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
In the gun on third down, Moore. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Arch Madness. Throwing right. Got his man. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the back. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half. Lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill.
Makes the catch and he's free. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Moore escapes the pressure to his right. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Moore will throw. Complete, fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. And this bounces out of the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Play action, here's Manning. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, they're going bootleg, trying to trick the defense, but it didn't work. They were not biting on the play.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Across the 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
In the red area, it's Davison. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he added the extra point. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. He'll try the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running backs.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Raiola to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
3rd and short like that.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Raiola. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
On the run, it Smothers. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Throwing more. Catch in the middle, it's Hooks. Flying down the right side. The 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Moore to the air. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. and they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Manning with a play fake. On the move and looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. Picks up the 1st down. Maybe some room here. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. He might want another play. The run to the right. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to move the stick from ground. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. Fourth down, Manning. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Longhorns are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Here's a little room there. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why you consistently run the football. Steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Here's Manning to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gets him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
They've got the screen set up. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing.
Fires toward the end zone. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Throwing Raiola. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays.
Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. He's just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fair.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's out past the 35. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They go play action with Manning. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it again. Finding some room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll run it. It Smothers. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the pummeling has started. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dante Moore. Under fire. And down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And his throw is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Spits it out to the back. Grabs it in the middle. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, instead of go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Raiola to the air again. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Here's the pressure. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time.
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Pucks it out of the air. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. The Longhorns stopped the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Raiola to throw for it on fourth. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Manning. He wants to go deep. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the